When the Sonoma County Office of Education partnered with Sonoma State University and Sonoma Country Day School in 2013 to launch the first ieSonoma event, it was our hope that we could create a first-class community event to bring educators and non-educators together to really rethink teaching and learning in the 21st century. We've been very pleased over the first 2 years of ieSonoma to have been able to do just that. We've brought in world-class speakers such as Sir Ken Robinson, Dr. Sugata Mitra, Nirvan Mulek, Dale Doherty, and many others who have shared their ideas and in turn challenged people to go out and take action on those ideas. And we've seen an incredible ripple effect in schools and classrooms and school districts all throughout Sonoma County.
And the basic idea behind this maker movement is that we have to see ourselves as producers, not just consumers. We need to be active in our learning. We need to think about experience and how we gain the experience. And we really begin to look at the world and say, what can I do? What can I do? And what should I do? And what needs to be done?
I was lucky enough to hear Dale Doherty do a talk about the maker movement and Make Magazine, and everything he said just resonated with me of what I thought our students needed about being reconnected to science and math and technology in a way that was tangible and hands-on. So I heard Dale speak, I went back to school, and I told my office manager, hey, I went to a great talk and this is something we need to start right away. At ieSonoma, Dale Doherty specifically talked about something that I think we had been missing in education. And what he talked about was that it's really important to get our kids to be able to learn and produce some sort of a product, invention, or something like that. But part of the magic that happens in that moment is the interaction that happens between children or adults or anything. It's the conveying of ideas and getting someone to understand what you're feeling or thinking about and getting that idea to come to fruition and be something that's tangible and that you can make. And I have just felt over the last few years in education we've been missing that element in our schools. We've done a great job of having a lot of topics that kids could cover in both math and science, but we hadn't done as great of a job as getting kids to understand the how and why and to have that interaction with one another that's important in being a good creator and a collaborator and a builder.
I'm Jessica Parker, an associate professor here in the School of Education at Sonoma State University. In partnership with the Sonoma County Office of Education and Make and Maker Media, we are proud to offer a Maker Certificate program for educators. The Maker Certificate program is a unique professional development and mentorship opportunity for educators to introduce making into their own K-12 learning environments, whether that's a classroom, a community center, a library, or after-school setting, or even in your very own home.
So what I've implemented since being in the Maker Educator course is I moved from having just 1 day a week where I kind of treated making as an elective because I decided to just sort of dive into it and bring in projects as they connected to the 4th grade curriculum. And now I can't really separate making from the rest of my curriculum and the rest of my week. And that's the hugest shift for me as a classroom teacher.
Design thinking essentially is just a problem-solving approach. No more and no less than that. But it has proven us a very, very successful and powerful method that we've used for 35 years to solve for challenges that are very complex, systemic, and difficult. Similar to the challenges that you see in education, education certainly has its share of very complex challenges. The Common Core, I think, is one of the challenges that you're looking at the moment, but there are many, many other challenges that are to be solved for and are essentially going to help us go into the future.
Our district has participated in ieSonoma for the last couple of years, and last year the focus on design thinking, we took 2 teams to the Summer Institute and we brought those ideas back and utilized them to redesign classrooms to make them more responsive and supportive of our 21st century learning outcomes. We've also utilized design thinking in our process of looking at our assessment system and report cards. And we've also looked at design thinking to think about how we offer professional learning to teachers.
Well, one of the things that's great about the ieSonoma event is not just the event itself, but these ripples of innovation that occur after the day. And one of the things that we did last year is we actually had our entire board of trustees trained in design thinking, and they used that mode of problem solving to design a rubric, a qualitative measurement, to measure an aspect of our strategic plan. And that part that they were measuring is how are they, as a governing board, cultivating innovation within our school as an organization. And they used a design thinking methodology to understand that point of view of the teachers and the students who are dealing with these new ways of doing things in the classroom, and what kind of resources they provide as a board and how that's being received. So it's been a tremendous just tool in their toolkit as trustees to have this design thinking method, and that's a direct result of the work that we've done with ieSonoma.
Also are excited about modeling radical collaboration, unique partnerships. It's not every day that public entities and private entities and the business community and nonprofits come together to do something like this. And by doing so, we've seen tremendous results. We've also been able to form new partnerships through ieSonoma. Attendees have approached us afterwards and really embraced this idea of radical collaboration to say, how can we partner in new and different ways to have a positive impact for young people and for the county as a whole.
Here we attended the ieSonoma launch party and the event, and found it a great forum for finding partnerships throughout the county, and specifically with the Sonoma County Office of Education. And since then we've been working on a number of projects, both designing learning spaces and talking to people around the county about designing learning spaces to support 21st century education.
We were really fortunate to be one of two sister chapters in Sonoma County this year, in the first year of the Imagination chapters that are being sponsored by the Imagination Foundation. And we went to our trustees and our greater community to help fundraise for the participation of both chapters. And we've been really excited to be a part of that. And we've done it in our first grade classroom with some of our youngest kids, and they have just lit up. It's amazing to walk in on the day of the Imagination chapter and how excited the kids, and they do it in the afternoon, and so the kids throughout the entire day just cannot contain themselves. They're so thrilled to get to the Imagination chapter. So we're seeing a direct impact from the activities they're doing through the Imagination chapter in the classroom. It's just been exciting to see.
So as we continue forward with ieSonoma, we hope to continue to think provocatively and dream big, to bring in new and more innovative leaders from both education and outside of education to our beautiful county to really think about how we can best prepare young people for their futures.